Hello there, stampers. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple hello card using the Timeless Tulips stamp set and the tulip punch. So to get started, I'm first going to work on our field of flowers here. So I'm going to get a scrap paper and the largest tulip in the stamp set and some Highland Heather ink. And I'm going to stamp this to the left side of my scrap paper. That way when we punch it, we're not wasting a bunch of paper. And I'll show you what I mean. So this punches out the tulip and a leaf. I'm not punching the leaf out right now, so I just want the tulip. And I find it, if you stamp them individually and punch them individually, it's easier than trying to line up two images. And you just punch that out, and I only wasted a little sliver of paper there. And my tulip's a little bit crooked, but that's all right. So now we're going to move on to our field of flowers, and for that I have a piece of basic white that measures 5 by 3 3/4. And I just kind of want to look to see where I want to put my tulip, and I think I want to put it about center. So I'm going to use some balmy blue, and I kind of want my tulip to overlap. I want the purple one to overlap the blue just a little bit. So I know that's going in the center, so I'll put one here and one here. And then we're going to use the smaller unbloomed tulip and some Highland Heather. Put one down there. Another one here. So we're going to have 5 flowers total. And now I want to stamp the stems. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green and the stem here for that. You don't have to ink up the whole thing all the way to the bottom because we're not really using it. And try to get as close to the flower as you can. And if you go into the flower a little bit, it's okay. And then for our middle stem here, I think I want to put that there. So I'm going to move that up a little higher than I actually want it, so I can stamp the stem. We're done with the Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to get my scrap paper again and stamp my sentiment, which is also from the Timeless Tulips set. Stamping that in Highland Heather. And oh, we're not done with the Granny Apple Green, because I want to stamp one leaf. Now we are done stamping. And we're ready to punch out our images. So I'm going to use the tulip punch again and line up my leaf. And then for the sentiment, I am going to go ahead and use the double oval punch. Now I'm going to get a basic white scallop oval out of this, but that's okay. You can always use that on another project. And then I'm going to take a scrap piece of Highland Heather for my scallop oval. And now that's all there's left to do is put our card together. And get some seal, put on the back of my oval. And then I need dimensionals for all 3 of these pieces. Now we're just putting everything together. And I'm not quite sure which way the leaf is supposed to go. I like it that way. You could flip it, you put it however, whatever way looks good to you. I'm just going to tuck that behind there a little bit. And for a finishing touch, I used a pastel pearl. On the other card, I used a Highland Heather one, and this one I think I'm going to use blue. And then we just adhere our panel here. I have a sheet of Highland Heather that is 5 1/4 by 4. Use my Stampin' Seal. Then all that's left to do is add a panel for the inside. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And that's it. Card is complete. I hope I was able to show you how easy it is to use bundles with punches. And thanks so much for watching, guys.